Not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy that in the city, the 9 episodes are done. There's moments that are interesting, but I'm way more into the valley right now with the Nia and Danny situation, the Kristen and Luke enabling them, Jesse enabling them. I'm way more curious with where that's going to go and how that resonates. I do still want a second season of In the City. I don't want Amanda on it. I don't want West on it. If Amanda's there, I don't want either of them. I want to see Kyle. I would love to see Kyle with a girlfriend. That would be fascinating. And to see, knowing all the mistakes he made with Amanda, how that would show up with a new partner if he was healed and ready to fully sink in. And I would love it to be Sally because I love Sally Carson. The top moment for me is hands down Whitney telling Gavin to shut up because Gavin got what he asked for. He was saying at that one diner lunch thing when Kenny walked out, I know you, Kenny, and this relationship is boring and it's too perfect and that's what makes it boring and that's not what you are into. And so, okay, there we go. Whitney told you to shut up. And it was interesting to see Kenny and Gavin go outside and have a convo together. Gavin, especially shedding tears. I thought it was sweet. I like seeing him emotional. I have a crush on Gavin. I think he is messed up and has some issues, but I think he has a big heart. He's very sensitive and he is actually possibly the most perceptive person on the show. Excuse me. So would love to see him on it next season. I still found Lindsay and Georgina really annoying as a childless person. For me, when I hear someone using having a kid to get a leg up or something else to help them with their comfort, it does trigger me because so far in my experience, I've never seen someone with kids seem to look out for me or ever consider. So it feels like a one-way giving street of you buy, if it's a shower, you buy something for the baby. If it's a wedding, this common complaint. And it doesn't really feel that it's reciprocated or when is there ever, hey, it's really lonely to be childless or not have a partner. When is there ever looking out vice versa? So yes, as soon as I hear that, it's like, oh, and also the fact that Lindsay was saying to their faces, when have I ever pulled the I don't care about the single mom part. That part is not relevant. It's just the mom card or the dad card, which is clearly pulled way less because moms are the ones doing the vast majority of child rearing normally. So Lindsay was showing how contradictory it is because it's going to be interesting on the reunion when they show, well, Lindsay, you immediately were calling Whitney lazy, essentially saying, what did she do? Pilates and get matcha? If that's what the hell she wants to do, that's what she can do. Why should we have to give more to those who have made a choice to do something that's really, really crazy, exhausting, and tiresome, being a parent? I would do more for parents if it seems like they're willing to consider vice versa what childless people go through. So that's what I was feeling there. And also, it showed Georgina, they immediately took it. And I understand why Whitney was getting teary because they took it to, like, it seems like you guys don't respect women. So the fact that she dared acknowledge that a mom might use their momness to get more for them, even though, and then just shit on a woman who doesn't have kids, that shows how scary it is to challenge moms because I do think it's like a very intimidating thing. But I'm Team Whitney on that one, and I liked seeing her speak up for once. I didn't like that Lexi immediately ran and ratted her out, especially knowing that right now it's Lexi is one of the people who, so Lexi, Yvonne, and then Danielle had her baby. So it's like, the mom brigade, they're growing. And so you're going to stick up for the moms. So Whitney definitely had to take one for the childless team, but I'm on board with that. What else was actually interesting? It was sweet to see Lindsay say to Danielle at the final dinner to Owen, she is happier than I've ever seen her with you. And so, yeah, they had questions because he's still married. And, but that was really nice to see Lindsay give Danielle something. Other than that, I mean, Amanda was still just being annoying. Since we already saw the ending of Summer House, it Kyle saying, this is really it, but it's like I already felt it was really it before. And I found it interesting that Amanda went to bed really early for after that dinner because I was wondering, is she checking out so early because she's genuinely tired, or is she going to possibly text West? Or it might not have been the case. She might have just, again, been so over Kyle and everyone that she didn't care. But I found that interesting. I mean, we know that is typical Amanda to not necessarily go hard, but there was that. And I truly cannot remember anything else that was satisfying, gratifying. They made the best of it that they could. I did like seeing that Georgina and Lindsay stayed up partying really hard. That was impressive and cool. And they did, both Whitney and Georgina and Lindsay did a really good job of repairing things in the situation. So that was great. But yeah, it's a first season and I wasn't obsessed with Summer House first season either. So it's giving a show the time to get into the groove of things. So for example, The Valley, right now it's more interesting to me than it's ever been, but that's season 3 and there better be a season 4. So this is my shortest recap ever. I will be doing a more in-depth one for the reunion part 1 and 2 because that I really want to see some different stuff, such as Amanda being held accountable for going so hard at Danielle, even though we know that Amanda, and it's becoming more and more socially acceptable for someone who's still legally married to date someone. But it's weird that Amanda was so against that and using that to put down Danielle, when it's something that we know she clearly did. And not only did she do it, she was lying to Sierra at the reunion saying, I'm not married. And then Sierra's pointing out, yes, you are in the state of New York, but it's the state of New Jersey, but still. So I'll give it for a first season. I'm going to give In the City a 7 for the first season because some episodes I was really, really, really into it. It was just the last one didn't fully bring it. And I think they should definitely get rid of Lexi and Andrea. They're sweet, they're funny, they're whatever. Yes, she's having a baby, but we don't need them. We need more time to sink deeper into certain people. I do want to see Yvonne with her baby and her husband, Nick, but show us more of who they are. Who is Nick? What's happened in their life? What's happened that's dramatic with them? They're not really going beneath the surface. And yes, if they bring in Carl, I would much prefer to see that. And possibly maybe, I know I'm saying trim the cast. Actually, knowing Danielle's going to have a baby with Owen, that's even interesting. Is he going to be divorced by second season? How old is their baby going to be by the time he gets divorced? So let's keep it to that. Thank you so much for listening to the recap podcast. This is the one for In the City, episode 9. Have a great night. If you enjoyed this listen, please go and follow me on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Bravo TV Talker, or on TikTok. Thanks. Have a good night.